I'm really happy to have you on the show because you are kind of exemplifying or personifying what we need to have going on more in St. Louis, which is really revitalizing some of our, I don't want to, should I even say distressed neighborhoods of the city.
Historic.
Right?
Historic.
Historic. Yeah, not distressed, but historic neighborhoods that really need someone like you to come in and revitalize. And so tell us what you do, and let's just talk about that process a little bit.
So what I do is I focus mostly in McKinley Heights, where I buy buildings and rehab them. I buy the worst of the worst buildings.
Okay, so McKinley Heights, we're talking about kind of South City.
So it's surrounded by amazing neighborhoods like Lafayette Square, Soulard, Benton Park, and Fox Park. And it just has so much potential, and it's really, for the past decade, I've been there working, buying buildings, rehabbing them, basically taking the buildings that people have forgotten about and turning them into, gems. We do all 100% green rehabbing.
So when you rehab a property, and we've sold a couple of your properties, I think, to some of our clients. So
yes,
which they absolutely love.
I still talk to them a day when I walk by the street. They brought me in yesterday actually and say, hey, and they wanted me to see what they did with the place. So.
Yeah. But it's not just with your properties. It's not just that it looks cool. I mean, they look amazing.
Thank you.
You're an architect. Your training is in architecture, right? So you've kind of got that aesthetic.
Yeah.
But you can combine it with the functional.
Right.
And your places look great, but it goes deeper than that because you're using green materials. I mean, you even have, I think, a 5-star plus LEED certification on one or more.
2, yeah. We just finished up our second one, which this green certification by Energy Star means it is the greenest possible building that they offer. 61 HERS rating, which is going to make you have super low energy bills. Basically, the building is encased in foam like a refrigerator. It's not going to let anything out, and it's got a white TPO roof, which is a commercial grade roof.
What is TPO?
TPO is a vinyl material plastic that you see them all over, like on top of Lowe's, Home Depot, maybe you're in an airplane, see it on top of Walmart. It's that quality of product.
Gotcha.
And it's white, so it's going to keep all of your cooling costs really, really low. And then the whole building is foamed to the nth degree.
And so, it's not just the use of green materials, which lowers energy costs and which adds to the, to protect the environment.
Right.
But it's also air quality and life quality. I mean, the heating and cooling, the ventilation,
right,
which is critical when you're talking about, the health of your family.
Exactly.
Right?
We're bringing fresh air in from the outside, which most buildings do not do. Most homes and things like that. These buildings are so well sealed. You bring that fresh air in. It makes you feel better. It's a better living environment. And people recognize that immediately. When you walk in and you spend some time in the building, it's fresh. All our buildings are very light. They all have a Scandinavian style of architecture, which is light walls, natural wood floors, and things like that. So not only is it good for your health, but the design is designed around a fact and creating an environment that is something you want to spend a lot of time in.
Right.
And it's all about, and that has to come with that, as my background in architecture, that kind of balance between form and function. What is more form and based on what is the function, get the function there. So there's always that balance. Great buildings.
And that just makes, it's just more livable space. I mean,
exactly.
It's kind of hard to describe. You kind of have to be there, you have to go into one of your properties to see that it's different. We see a lot of rehabs and renovations, West County, a guy will come in.
There's no thought put into those. They just see what they see in magazines and duplicate.
And we don't want to diss those guys.
No.
I mean, they have a product and there's a buyer for that product.
Right.
But it's a different type of thing than what you're doing. So you are revitalizing a neighborhood too. You're not doing just like one off, in the city.
I was going to jump in, Damien. Neighborhood-wise, he actually also developed a garden in McKinley Heights.
An urban edible forest. Like I work very closely with the community of McKinley Heights. I was once the president of the community association. I go to the meetings. I'm on the development board as well. So this urban edible forest is a garden that we built using property that we were able to get.
Right.
And the community has taken over. It's been such a huge success, and that's giving food to the neighbors and things like that. That's making people want to come to McKinley Heights.
It's just awesome. And what's funny about it is kind of getting us back to the roots. I mean, those neighborhoods you're talking about, McKinley Heights, Soulard, Benton Park. Those neighborhoods are 200 plus years old.
Yeah, we're working on building right now. We just demoed it. It's built in 1835. It's the oldest building in McKinley Heights.
No kidding.
And it's we're going to bring that completely back. It's totally gutted. It's an empty shell, bricks just around an empty space right now. And it's going to be returning into something really special.